Hey Queens, how are y'all doing today on this beautiful this Tuesday evening? I would like to call this a Transformation Tuesday / Transparent Tuesday post. As some of you may know, if you've been watching my videos for a while, or maybe you know me personally, or come across these videos and learned some things about me. But I was a teen parent. I had my first child when I was 15, and then I had my second child when I was 20. Although I had my kids young, I did not allow that to stop me from pursuing my goals and things that I wanted to do. Some goals did switch up, but anything that I've set out to accomplish, I have accomplished by the grace of God. So, and of course, my determination, because God's work can only work so far if you don't put, your first foot forward and actually put in the work to make your dreams or strive for your goals to come to fruition. So also, while I was young, I made a decision to get my tubes tied when I was 21 years old. At the time, I thought it was the best decision that I could make. I was already 21 years old. I already had 2 children. I was in college trying to, pursue a career. And I just knew that I couldn't do everything that I set out to do if I had a house full of kids. That's my words. That's just how I felt about me, because I knew, that that's something that could have happened because I wasn't always taking the proper protections to prevent it from happening. So I made a hasty decision based only on what I could see right then in that moment, in that segment of my life. And when I went to my doctor's appointment to get my tubes tied, the doctor, he really actually tried to talk me out of it. He told me that this is a heavy decision that I'm making at such a young age. Am I sure this is something that I really want to do, that I really do not want any more kids? Because this is something that's permanent. And at that time, I'm like, yeah, like, this is what I need to do. I can't have a house full of kids. I don't, I need to get my tubes tied. And then he just continued to, tell me, well, I know you say that you're done, but one day you're going to meet a man and y'all are going to fall in love, and he's not going to have kids, and you're going to want to have more kids to complete your family. And I was just like, well, whatever, that's not gonna happen to me. And if it do, whatever man I get with, he just gonna have to accept my kids, and that's just what it is. Well, what happened? I got my tubes tied when I was 21. When I was 23, 2 years later, I met the man who is now my husband. And guess what? He don't have kids. And it's been such a struggle to come to grips with the decision that I made that is now affecting us in our marriage. And I'm giving this message to you guys. The reason I'm telling y'all this, the reason I'm being transparent, is because young queens out there, I just want you to know, do not make a rash decision to sterilize yourself and get your tubes tied if you are not absolutely 100% sure that you do not want kids anymore. Because guess what boat I'm in? I want to have more kids. And I know me and my husband don't have kids, but we can't just do what everybody else does to have kids. We got to go through other channels, other parameters. We got to get in vitro. In vitro is a lot of money, $15,000, $20,000, depending on how many cycles you have to do. It can be more than that. So I'm being transparent and giving this message to you queens today to let you know 21 is early to make a decision like that you want to get your tubes tied. 25 or 27 could be an early decision that you're making, and you might not know that that's really what you want to do for the long term. So, I just want to save you queens some heartache, some turmoil, some money, just all of those things that happen. We make these decisions when we're young, and we have kids, and we think that, that's, those are all the kids that I want to have, and I may not want to have any more. But I'm here to tell you, just like that doctor told me, the person that you're with now may not be the person that you're going to be with later on in your life, the person that God is going to bring into your life. And you just want to make sure that the decisions that you make about your body and what you want to do is truly what you want to do. Now, this message is not saying that you should allow this man to come along and change your mind. I knew at 21 when I got my tubes tied in my heart that I still wanted more kids. But I also knew in my head that I can't keep having all of these kids. And I don't have a husband. I know everybody don't desire to have a husband. It's not about that. But I'm saying I don't have a husband, who's going to help me take care of these kids. Nobody's going to want me. But had I heeded the advice of that doctor and not gotten my tubes tied when I was 21 years old, I wouldn't be in the boat that I am in now. But I know there's a bright side to this. I know that God is and will bless me and my husband with a child or children of our own. He already gave me the promise, 2017, just waiting on it to come to fruition. But again, I just want to save you young queens some heartache, some strife, some money that you don't, want to pay to, and not that you don't want to, but I'm saying that you might have to do because of a rash decision that you made in your younger years. You can't see your whole life. You don't know what God has in store for you and what you accomplish and what you will go on to do. So Queens, before you make a decision to sterilize yourself, think about it and think, is this something I really want to do? And on the flip side of that, it's okay to want a lot of kids or whatever the case may be. I'm not knocking anybody. But you got to think about that too. Because while you're having these kids, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, you got to think, is this the person that I'm going to be with for the rest of my life or that I want to be with the rest of my life? Or is the person that God had for me all along going to come along? And now we have this issue of not being able to have kids together or having to pay money to have kids together, because it can be done. I just want to save you some heartache. Take care of yourself. Take care of your bodies. Take care of your mind. Don't make rash decisions. I don't care if you already got 3 or 4 kids. Really and truly think about it. Is this what I really want to do? Am I truly done? Am I truly done? Because if not, it's going to cause some heartache and some issues, because I desire to give my husband kids, but I can't just do it the natural way. And anyway, just have a blessed evening, Queens. This was on my heart. I wanted to put this message out there for you young queens that might be thinking about it. You're kind of teeter-tottering on it. Should I do it? Should I not? Do what's best for you. But I'm just telling you my story. Have a blessed evening, Queens, and be a blessing to someone else.